Begin here. A recent study has revealed that a worrying number of South Africa's primary school children, especially grade 4 pupils, cannot read for meaning. But the Department of Basic Education has defended this alarming trend, saying the study was done using international benchmarks and failing to factor in the country's 11 official languages. I found this report earlier. The outbreak of COVID-19 is to blame. That's the response of Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga to the results of a study highlighting the country's literacy shortcomings at grade 4 level.
The report confirms that South Africa, like virtually all countries, saw lower primary reading competencies declining due to the pandemic related to school disruptions. And the magnitude of our decline relating to the pandemic does not come as a surprise. South Africa was amongst the countries most actively gauging impacts on learning outcomes during the pandemic. And the results we see now in PILS are in line with the earlier findings that we did say as a department. I think when we make the presentation, you'll also see what we also had picked up as the learning losses that had occurred because of the pandemic.
Having 11 official languages in South Africa is another factor the department says hampers the children's progress.
South African learners do find the international passages difficult to answer, both for literary and informational text. But it's international passages. And with the respect to the processes of reading comprehension, the scores on reading comprehension in African home languages observed across the different studies are lower than expected, and that's going to be our focus of attention going forward. But there is some contextual factors, and COVID did play a significant and had a substantial negative effect on learners' scores. And the effect was even more pronounced in socioeconomically disadvantaged communities where there is insufficient home resources and those that are attending schools in more rural provinces. The green shoots and the positives is that our national assessment data from ALNA and our systemic evaluation show positive growth points, and there are green shoots in emerging reading and foundational comprehension. So as learners progress through the different grades, this incremental growth is consistent in reading comprehension skills.
It seems the results of the study have given the department a lot of food for thought. Now plans to relook at its policies and assess other ways to deal with teaching and learning in South Africa's different languages. Heidi Giokos in Pretoria.